One. Hey guys, how's it going, everybody? This is TheStormPow, and I'm pretty sure this is episode, what, 30, I think, of Powtato, and I've got a little bit of explaining to do. Here lately, you guys have been commenting, telling me to do off-screen sparring and training and stuff, you know, because it kind of gets a little boring to watch, and I can understand that. The main reason why I was uploading that kind of stuff is because I was a little bit low on files, and I haven't had much time to record at all. I honestly haven't sat down to record this probably in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not even kidding. I haven't had much time at all, thanks to school, and then as soon as I'm out for school, then Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and I've got stuff to plan and get ready for that. But anyway, okay, I'll show you guys what I went ahead and did in terms of training. I still need to beat some of Nappa's training, or, yeah, training or whatever. I've got these last 2 left. They're kind of hard, which, I haven't tried them again in a while, but, and I don't know exactly who all I, didn't have done in terms of trainers earlier, but yeah, so these are the trainers that I've done now. The only ones that I have that I haven't completed are Nappa, Vegeta, Goku, and, Android 18. And I'm wanting to get Nappa done because I can actually get his fighting style since he's a heavy character and stuff. I'll probably do that here pretty soon. I honestly should have done that before I sat down to record and all of that, but, let's see. So for my skills, I think that's roughly the same that it was a while ago. I'm not sure exactly. You know, like I said, I don't remember exactly what I had before. I started doing some off-screen training, customized. Here are my supers. I have Arm Break, which is one of Nappa's moves. Eraser Shot Volley. I think I said Valley earlier, and you guys were correcting me on that. That's one of Broly's moves. Mystic Crasher. I forget what character that belongs to, but that's my ultimate, and I'll go ahead and show you all the stuff that I have. Volcano Explosion, which is a move from Nappa as well. Eraser Cannon. Pretty sure that's a Broly attack. Wait, no, these are just my favorites or whatever. Where's the whole list? I kind of forget right now. Let me see. Oh, yeah, here we go. There's a list. Okay, so I'm sorry, I kind of noobed out there. Like I said, I haven't played Hero Mode in a few weeks, and then I-Beam, which I've had for a while from Android 16. What else do I have, if anything? Please Leave, which is a move from Nail. I remember that. And then Ultimate Attacks. So I still have the Self-Destructive Ice from 16? Yeah, that was 16's attack. Mystic Crasher, like I said earlier, I'm using that. No idea who it came from, to be completely honest. Android Charge 14 came from Android 14. I want to say that I got that before I started doing off-screen training, though. But just to make sure you guys know that I have it, there it is. Android Charge 14. And here's a biggie that I did. Oh, wait, no, one more thing that I will show before. Sorry. Well, here are my levels and stuff really quickly. I did level up this stuff a fair bit. I think everything leveled up at least once or twice on this. You know, I figured this would be a good stopping point for the training because nothing's really that close to leveling up. So, you know, there really wasn't much of a point in trying to level most of the things up. Okay, here's the biggie that I was talking about. I beat Baby off screen, but, listen to me. Hear me out before you know, try to find my house and put my head on a pitchfork. What I did is I was sitting there doing the training off screen, you know, and I had my my laptop down here because I was just kind of derping around on the internet while I was doing it, and I had the little cord for my Hauppauge sitting here, which, for those of you who don't know, the Hauppauge is the name of my capture card that I used to record this stuff, and it was sitting here, and I was feeling a little bit froggy, okay, and I thought, you know what, I am gonna try and beat Baby. Okay, because I felt kind of confident that I could do it. So I plug in the Hauppauge and plug in my mic, started recording, so I do have the visuals of it happening, but dumbass me did not actually go into Audacity and turn on the recording of my microphone. So I was sitting there, you know, commentating it, but of course it didn't get any of it because Audacity wasn't like on and getting my microphone, and I felt so dumb. But like I said, I haven't recorded in a long time. Well, not really a long time, but I was a little bit out of the swing of things, and I don't know. So I've got the visuals, and I will play them here in a second. But I feel kind of, I don't know. I guess bad wouldn't really be the word for it, but I just feel not really ashamed, but maybe a little embarrassed that I did something like that. I'm thinking about once I beat Hero Mode, because once you beat Hero Mode, you get to unlock all of the actual battles in the story mode of it, and you can go back and play them. Once I do that, I'm planning on going back and beating Baby with an actual live commentary on it, because I know that was such a big problem for me to beat, you know. I don't know why I had so much of a problem with him, and I really did kind of make myself look like an absolute total noob, failing against him so many times and bitching about it and all that. But the button mashing really isn't my thing, and one thing that I did notice that really did help me out, and I think it's the reason why I actually beat him this time in the button mashing, is because I looked right at my controller when I was mashing the Y button this time, and I got it the very first try. I had like 27,000 health when I beat Baby this time, as you'll see in a minute when I play the clip, but yeah, and whereas the other times I was looking more at the screen to see what my progress was, and when I was hitting it, you know, I don't know, I guess maybe my fingers slipped off the button a few times or whatever, because I was beating the shit out of my controller. So this time I was just looking right at it, made a little bit more of a precision button press with my index finger, looking right at it, and got it really without too much trouble. So hopefully I can actually beat the final boss's button mashing stuff. And yeah, I'll go ahead and play the clip so you guys can tell what's going on, and yeah.
Let's try this again. Tell me who's responsible for making all this craziness.
All right. The one who collected the 7 Dragon Balls and summoned the ultimate Shenron was Omega Shenron. He's the one who turned this world into paradise.
Finally, the young Saiyan learned the name of the man who plunged the world into chaos. And he now has a mission, a man he must defeat.
And yeah, so like I said, kind of embarrassed that I didn't get a commentary for that, but I guess, you know, I'm kind of glad that I got at least one portion of that. You know, so you guys, you can take my word, it's legit. I don't even know how I could fake something like that. I did it all and got it, and like I said, maybe for those of you who want to see it particularly badly, I plan to go back into hero mode and do it again with a live commentary at the very end. And now, if you watch that cutscene, you should know why we're here at the Highlands. We have to fight Omega Shenron. Okay, and I've heard this boss fight is a bitch, and this is the very first time that I was playing against, that I'm going to be playing against Omega Shenron, because, well, the cutscene will probably be playing here in a second, so I probably shouldn't get really into a sentence right now that I'm going to have to cut off.
Omega Shenron, the harbinger of destruction and worldwide disorder. During his search for his enemy's whereabouts, the Dragon Radar signaled a location where 3 Dragon Balls could be found. Surely that is where he will find Omega Shenron. He then quickly headed towards the decisive battle, where all his questions would be answered.
Omega Shenron, you the one who flushed the world down the toilet?
You must be the one with the silly idea of collecting all the Dragon Balls. And now you may hand them all over to me.
Say what?
Don't be a fool and try to resist me, or else I'll kill you where you stand.
Okay, so, as I was about to say before I started this, actual fight, I have not played against Omega Shenron before, but you guys have been telling me he is a pain in the ass to beat. I mean, he's got 59,000 health, I have 39,000, or I did at the start anyway, so I don't know exactly how hard this is going to be. I was not going to go against him, like, without making absolutely sure my microphone was on, because, like I said, after what happened with Baby, that was not exactly what I wanted to do. Wow, he's deflecting every single fucking key blast, so, I don't know exactly how that's gonna work, but, I did not want to, like, try to fight him without having my microphone on, absolutely for sure, and stuff like that, so, you know, this is the first time I was doing it, and, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna try an X this time, because I've been hitting Y, yeah, so it looks like I win that one. You guys have been saying characters have, like, a bunch of patterns or whatever, so, yeah, I'm winning it as I'm doing X on both times. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do this every single time, which would make things kind of cheap and easy, but, I don't know. He's already taken away, what, like, 10,000 of my health. I had 39,000, I think, at the very beginning, so roughly 10,000. I've taken away like 6,000 his. I'm not doing terrible. I mean, I could be doing a lot better, but I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I guess that kind of proves my point that you can't win every single time with X, so let me try Y this time. And he wins with Y that time. God damn it! I'm gonna try to rage. I'm gonna try not to rage too hard at this. Even though I probably will lose the first time. Wait,